everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do the finale for the Zodiac Panner. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab. It was created by Caena at Caena's Closet. I have the details linked in my description box. But yeah, this is the last update. I've been doing this for 11 months. I was supposed to do it for a year, but I did miss the first month. It started last March. And yeah, it's ending today, so very, very sad to say goodbye to this. It is a project pan where each prompt is a color or colors of the zodiac sign, so there are 12 different prompts obviously, and myself and a lot of others chose to use this project to work on eyeshadows for the year and try to hit pan eyeshadows, and that's what I've been doing. I want to say this project has been really successful for me in terms of hitting pan on eyeshadows that I might not necessarily have hit pan on at that time, and I will do a mini sort of recap of all of the shades that I've hit in the last year in this project because I think it'll be fun to just see all of them. But yeah, I've got some shades to show you today, obviously some progress. I really tried to hit pan on 3 additional shades this month. I do have 2 new pans to share with you. I was really hoping it was going to be 5 because I really did try to hit pan on these other 3. However, I'm not going to force it. There are big dips in them, but I'm not just going to dig in just to see a shiny pan for the project or for the clout because I want to hit pan naturally or as organically as possible. And so for me, it is what it is. But I really enjoyed this project, so let's get into it. Okay, so I don't have all the star signs here because I stopped rolling in a new shade once I hit pan a couple months ago. So I'm only working on a few out of the 12 at the moment. So normally I would start with Aries, but I did hit pan in an Aries shade last month. So I'm going to start with Taurus, which is supposed to be pastel pink, blue, or green, and I picked pastel greeny blue, so it's like a turquoise, and I picked the shade Haze in the Mercury retrograde. This one, there is no difference because I've only used it the once this last month, so you'll see there's absolutely no difference in this at all. I have just barely used this palette recently, and I definitely want to pull it for a No Pan Left Behind just so I can, you know, enjoy it again. And I think it's a very spring-like palette, so I'm excited to use this soon. But yeah, this shade Haze hasn't changed at all. I did say, oh, I don't think that would be hard for me to hit pan on, but had I had maybe 6 months to work on it, I think it would have been fine. But I rolled it in maybe 2-3 months ago, and I just have not wanted to do many greeny, blue turquoisey looks with this color in mind. I think for spring I will absolutely want to, but it's rolling out because the project's ending, sadly. Okay, next up we have Gemini, which is a yellow. So I picked a yellow from my Tokyo palette from Nomad. This is one of the shades that I really thought I was going to hit pan on. I used quite a lot of it today. I have a lot of yellow on. It was the first shade that I pulled for my look today, and it is the shade of Melty here, but as you can see I still do not have a pan, which is sad to say, but it's fine. You know, I have a pretty nice dip. And this one I only used twice this month, so actually I used quite a lot of it today. I just thought, well, let's do one final push, and because the mattes are very like powdery and fluffy, and particularly these 2 which I have pans on, I just thought, okay, maybe I could potentially hit pan on it today if I use a lot of it in my look, which I did, but I didn't, and I didn't want to force a pan, so I didn't. Alright, next up is Cancer, and it is a silvery blue or a smoky grey. So I picked a blue from my Blue Moon from Colourpop. This one I've only used once this month as well. As I said, I have not been doing very many blue looks, and I picked the shade Billie Jean, which is a silvery blue right here. And yeah, there is just no change, and there is no pan, so not much to say about this one. Okay, next up is Leo, which is an orange/yellow. So I picked a sort of a goldy yellow shimmery shade in the Sunset Beach palette from Primark, and this is one of the other ones that I thought I could potentially hit pan on. I used it twice this month. It is right here, but as you can see I do not have a pan, but I do feel like there is a pretty significant dip in it now, and had I had another extra month I absolutely think I would have hit pan or if I had used it a couple more times in this project, like in the last month, I definitely would have, but this is a shade that I just tend to forget all the time, but it is actually really beautiful. I have it on today, and yeah, it's a nice sort of inner shimmery corner shade. Although I don't actually put it in the inner corner, I like to just put it on my inner lid area, but not so much the inner corner. But it is a beautiful shade, doesn't have a huge amount of impact, but I still enjoy it. All right, let's talk about one of the pans that I did hit this month, which is really exciting. So the next prompt is Libra, which is a pink, a pale green, or shades of blue. So I picked a pink, and I picked a pink from my Novena palette from AVH. And I was working on the Wild Child, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I do have a little pan, which is very exciting. I actually only used this once this month. I haven't done that many pink looks, but I did have quite a nice, you know, dent in it from the previous months. Very soft and quite easy at the end of it to hit pan on. So yeah, that's really cool because I really like this palette, and it's nice that I have a pan in it now. Actually, I have two pans. I forgot I have a pan in Dreamer, so I have two pans in here now. Okay, so this next one really hurts me because this is the one that I was really trying to hit pan on this month, and I used it 5 times, but I still do not have a pan. I also used it today. It is for the star sign Scorpio. So it's deep red or maroon, and it's been in the project the whole year, and it's from my Wine and Only palette from Colourpop. It is the shade Wine and Only, and it is this matte over here. And I still do not have a pan, but look at that dip. That is a pretty nice dippage, if you say so. I don't know, this is it's such a pigmented shade, and I don't know, it's very hard pressed, so it's a really hard shade to hit pan on. I used it 5 times, as I said, this month. And you can see how many times I've used it throughout the year, and still that's only where I am right now. And I do use a pretty concentrated brush when I use it. I don't like use a big fluffy brush. I do use pretty like a pencil brush, or maybe slightly bigger than a pencil brush, depending on what type of look I'm doing. But I usually do it in my outer corner, or I do a little bit of a liner. So because it is more of a detailed brush that I use, I would have thought that I'd have a better dip in it, but I still do not. But anyway, there's no pan. This one hurts me because I really wanted to have a pan on that, especially since I've been working on it all year, and I still do not have a pan on it. That just goes to show some Colourpop mattes are just so difficult to hit pan on. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy. Okay, next up is from my Naked palette from Urban Decay. So this is for Capricorn, so it's a subdued dark green, grey, black, or brown. So I did a subdued brown, and I have been working on the shade Buck, but as you can see, there is no change in here. I've actually only used it once this month, so, you know, go figures. And these are very hard to hit pan on, so that one, I wasn't expecting any real change at all. Oh, and then last but not least is Aquarius, and this is electric blue or turquoise. So I picked electric blue from my Summer in Saint-Tropez, and this is my second pan that I hit. And I used this the once, if you believe it, but I did use quite a lot of it in that look that I did, because I did a kind of a liner look. If I can find a picture, I will post it. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of it, but I think I only did the one blue look this month. And yeah, I was lucky that this already had a pretty nice dip in it, and also these mattes are not like Colourpop. They're actually much easier to hit pan on, and a little bit more fluffy and less hard pressed. So yeah, I actually, that is a pretty significant pan, and I wasn't really digging in there. I mean, I only used it the once, so it was nice, and I really like this palette. So I really want to actually get more use out of the shades that I do enjoy, because this is a nice shade, but it's not an everyday shade for me. I would much rather use some of these other beautiful shimmers. So this was another one where I want to do a no pan left behind pretty soon, just because I think it's pretty and I think it's good for spring. So let's go through just really quickly all of the pans that I've hit this year. done, and I'm really glad that I've done it. I'm sad that it's not continuing on, or there's no other version of it. I don't know if I'm going to do my own version of it. I have a lot of other projects I'm working on, so potentially not, but yeah. If you liked the video, thank you so much for watching me in this long year journey. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to. And yeah, who knows if I will join some new projects soon. Honestly, haven't even been looking to see what new projects are coming up. I am quite content with all of the ones that I'm doing right now, and I don't feel like there is a need for it. So we will wait and see. But thank you so much. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.